Now it's time for the weekly reading of the Pickwick Portfolio, the newspaper we are all so very proud of.
Joe, can't you just give it to Meg already? There's no use droning on like that.
Fine. I finally finished The Mass Marriage. Read that one first.
The Count stood like one changed to stone, and turning to the bewildered crowd, Ferdinand added with a haughty smile of triumph, "To you, my gallant friends, I can only wish that your wooing will prosper as mine has done, and that you all may win as a fair bride as mine has done by this mass marriage."
How utterly romantic. You've done it again, Joe.
Oh, how can you make it end that way?
On to the weekly reports now, Meg, for I think you may have given me a good one.
All right, if you insist. Meg good, Joe bad, Beth very good, and Amy middling.
Bad. How conceited of you to think yourself
insulted.
a good report and your loving sister a bland yet meaningful word such as bad.
Well, I'm the president, and I make the decisions.
Ha, some democracy this is. Speaking of decisions, I have a proposition to make.
Oh, Joe, do go on. You're so cruel to us sometimes.
I propose the addition of a new member.
Who?
Lori, of course.
All contrary-minded say nay.
What if he's disruptive? After all, he is a boy.
I promise for him that he will be a perfect angel.
All right, let him in.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Okay, now I present to you our new member. Lori, you can come out now.
You traitor! How could you?
The coolness of you three is amazing. I present myself as Samuel.
Nathaniel Winkle. Samuel Pickwick. Tracy Tubman.
And I promise not to be disruptive.
Sorry about that.
So, what do you guys all write?
We write a newspaper and read it aloud every Saturday night.
What do you all write?
Stories mostly. Romance stories.
Anything that comes to mind.
You girls sure are interesting.
No doubt about that.
Finally, rest, peace, tranquility, vacation.
What do you mean?
Those dreadful children I've been tutoring are on vacation, and I get 3 months off. 3 wonderful months.
What are you going to do for all that time?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
That's not fair. Since you're staying home for that long a time, you should have to help with the chores.
There are a lot of chores to be done. Since Meg doesn't have to work, I shouldn't have to do my lessons.
You should never have to do chores again.
Well, you will have plenty of chores to do in your lifetime. But maybe you do deserve a vacation. You are very good girls.
A week?
I suppose that will work.
Thank you, Marmee. This will be a delightful week.
Good morning, everyone.
Hello?
Good morning, dear. It looks like you're the first one up. Where's breakfast?
Oh, nobody's made it yet.
I'm going to go rest in my room for a while and read.
You reading?
I thought I'd take advantage of this little vacation week.
Who's gonna make breakfast?
Where's breakfast?
Nobody's made it yet.
Where's Meg?
Sleeping.
I'm starving.
I'll make it. I can make eggs and bacon or something.
Oh, no you won't. This is vacation week, and we won't work under any circumstances.
Who's gonna make breakfast?
Each man can find his own breakfast. I'm bored of reading.
Well, the fireplace should be cleaned out.
Not on your life. We should be relaxing.
But we've been relaxing for a long time.
This is our last day of our relaxing week, so we might as well use it.
Well, I guess I'll go play with Pip.
Beth, what's the matter?
It's Pip. He's dead. How could I have been so cruel?
What did you do to him?
I forgot to feed him since we were doing the other chores. Why did I let this happen?
Amy?
Yes?
Go fetch one of your paintbrush boxes.
Maybe if we put him in the oven, he'll come back to life.
He's been starved. We're not going to bake him. Never mind, Beth. She was only trying to help. Joe, you can write a little eulogy, and we can bury him next to your flower bed.
Here lies Pip March, who died the 7th of June, loved and lamented sore, and not forgotten soon.
So, my girls, how did you like your vacation week?
Loved it.
It was a little boring.
It was horrible. I would have never suggested it if I would known what happened to dear little Pip.
I suppose you won't complain about school and chores anymore, will you?
I'll never try another experiment like this again.
I think it was educational. Are you sure you'll remember this experiment?
We'll remember.
We'll remember.
November is such a disagreeable month.
I suppose that's why I was born in it.
If something wonderful were to happen, you'd think it a delightful month.
But nothing wonderful ever does happen to us.
Two wonderful things are about to happen. Marvin Lawyer coming up the walk.
Would some of you come for a drive?
Much obliged, but I'm busy.
We three will be ready in a minute.
Oh, here's a telegram for you, Madame Mother.
Mrs. March, your husband is very ill. Come at once. S. Hill, Blank Hospital, Washington.
I shall go at once, but it may be too late. Oh, children, help me to bear it. Now, girls, there's no time to cry. Now, where's Lori?
Here, ma'am. Oh, please, let me do something.
Send a telegram saying I'll come at once.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm here to offer myself as an escort.
Oh, that's too kind.
Honestly, it's the least I could do, ma'am.
I guess I shall accept then.
I'll pack right away.
Thank you.
This is her father.
$25? How did you get this?
It's mine, honestly. I only sold what's mine.
Oh, your beautiful hair. Oh, Joe, you're one beauty. Oh, my dear girl.
It doesn't look like my Joe, but I love it for it.
I like it affects the fate of the nation. Plus, my hair feels deliciously light and looks quite boyish.
Well, girls, that's been quite enough excitement for one night, so off to bed, all of you.
Are you crying about Father?
No, not now.
Then what?
My hair. I'm not sorry. I'd do it again tomorrow if I could. It's just the vain part of me that cries. I just want to go to bed.
Meg, I wish you would go see the Hummels. Mother did tell us you mustn't forget them.
I'm too tired to go today.
How about you, Joe?
It's too cold for me to go out today with my cold.
I thought you said it was almost well.
It's well enough to go out with Lori, but not well enough to move the Hummels.
Why don't you go yourself?
Oh, because the baby is sick and I don't know how to help it.
Just take some soup for the baby and go along.
Christopher Columbus, what's the matter?
About the scarlet fever, right?
Years ago when Meg did. Why?
Oh, Joe, the Hummels baby is dead. It died in my lab this afternoon.
Oh, how dreadful.
It was dreadfully sad. Mrs. Hummel called the doctor and he said it was dead and to go home and take belladonna right away or I have the fever too.
Oh, no, you won't. Oh, Beth, I should have gone.
Don't be frightened. The doctor said it begins with a sore throat, headaches, and queer feelings like mine, but I took some belladonna and feel much better.
Let's get you to bed, sweet Beth. Amy hasn't had the fever yet, so I will ask Aunt March to watch her.
I'll go with you.
I don't want to go to Aunt March's. She's cross and it's so dreadfully dull there.
It won't be dull with me popping in to tell you how Beth is every day.
And will you take me for a ride in the wagon?
On my honor as a gentleman.
And bring me back the minute Beth is better?
The exact minute.
Then I guess I'll be fine.
Aunt March,
What do you want?
Beth is sick with scarlet fever, and Amy hasn't had it yet, so we were wondering if she might stay with you.
Well, I guess that's fine, as long as she can make herself useful. Have you heard from your mother?
She says Father's doing much better.
Well, that won't last long. He's never had any stamina.
Knock, knock.
Lori!
you could inherit any of these pieces of jewelry, what would it be?
I like the diamonds best, but there are no necklaces, and I'm fond of necklaces.
Well, it's probably too early for you to be wearing such things.
She said the first one to get married will get the pearls, and she even said that I might get the little turquoise ring.
If you're good and mind your manners, I'm sure she would give you the ring.
I'll be a lamb if I can get the ring. I do like Aunt March after all. Lori, sit down while I put these things away. I have something very serious to show you. Lord, tell me if this is all legal and right, and if I ought to do it, for life is uncertain, and I don't want any ill feeling over my tomb.
To this will and testament I set my hand and seal on this 20th day of November, Anno Domini 1868. Amy Curtis March, what put this in your head? Did someone tell you about Beth giving away her things?
What about Beth?
I'm sorry I spoke, but as I did, I'll tell you. One day Beth was feeling so sick that she decided to give away her things. She gave her piano to Meg, her cats to you, her doll to Joe, and locks of hair to everyone else. She was so sorry that she didn't think of a will, and all her love to Grandpa.
Don't people put sort of postscripts to their wills sometimes?
Yes, they're called codicils.
Then put one in mine. I wish I'd all my curls cut off and given to my friends. I forgot it, but I want it done, though it will spoil my looks. Is there really any danger about Beth?
I'm afraid so, but we must not worry, dear. So do not cry.
Wherever on earth is my glove? I can't find it anywhere.
You only have one?
Yeah, I haven't seen my other one since the New Year's Eve party.
You can use mine here for now.
Thanks, Marmy. So glad I have it home.
Why are you so angry, Joe?
I've literally been looking for Meg's missing glove all morning, but I could have been reading or writing. But she's so fussy about how she looks,
You mean what? You don't know yet?
Don't know what.
Where Meg's glove is?
Of course not. I told you I've been looking for it all morning.
The answer is simple. John Brooks has it, and has since the New Year's party.
Why didn't he give it back?
Isn't it obvious? They're in love. He keeps it in his pocket and carries it everywhere.
You're serious.
Yes, I am. Where are you going?
I'm going to tell Mommy. She'll think it's perfectly awful.
Yes, I knew.
How?
It's rather obvious. I'm surprised you didn't notice.
This is just absolutely mortifying. She's going to get married and move away. My heart will be broken because there will be a giant hole in the family. She should marry Teddy. He's rich and he's way handsomer than that Brooke guy.
But she doesn't love Lori. I'd rather her marry the man she loves.
I wish we had all been born boys. Boys aren't as complicated.
Meg, what's wrong? I've never been more embarrassed in my life. Just read it. My dearest Meg, I can no longer restrain my passion. I love you so much, and I think your parents would let us get married if they knew how we adore each other. Please say you love me as I love you. Your devoted, John. Oh, Meg, this is wonderful. Why are you crying so? Because he didn't write it.
Who did?
Don't play with me, Joe March. I know you're behind this.
On my word, Meg, it wasn't me. I promise.
I saw him on the street, and I asked him, and I told him his letter was beautiful as he wrote, but he didn't write it.
Then who wrote it?
Lori. I'll bet it was Lori.
Don't do anything you'll regret later, Joe.
I've tracked down our culprit.
So you did send me that letter.
I'm really, really sorry, and I would do anything to pay for my mistakes.
That wasn't a nice thing to do. But I could use a new pair of gloves.